This recording will show you how total coaching works as a quick overview for coaches. There are two platforms in total coaching, an athlete version and a coach's version. What you're looking at here, this is the coach's version. So when a coach logs into the system, they land on this landing page here. Now down the left hand column you have a list of all of your athletes and your coaches within this particular squad. Under my team you have a drop down box here. This drop down box you can click on to decide which team shall I select within my squad that I can select from. Select the team and then view your athletes. Now let's have a look at John Smith. We can see John Smith's profile here. We can see the last time he logged in. We can send him a quick message through this platform here as well. We can scroll down and actually see his calendar, so we can see what John has been doing each day of the week. We can hold our cursor over any of these sessions to get feedback as to the exact session as to what he has been doing. And you can see by the color code of the session that's based on the wellness measure how they are feeling. Now let's say for example we want to design a plan for John Smith. We can click on the plus symbol, select either text session or animated session. The text session is where we can write a conditioning session or a coaching based session, any session that is text format. So it might be a speed session, and then we can write a description in here. You can also save sessions to your favorites. Here's a list of some favorites that have been added. Let's say for example a speed session here. Click on there, we can see the speed session added. I'll save that. We can now see that added into Tuesday's session. I can right click on this session, I can duplicate it and drag it, and let's say we want to complete that on a Saturday. The other thing is, if we want to design video or animated programs, I can click on the plus symbol, select animated session, title this, let's call this, for sake of argument, let's call this a strength session. Default is 4 weeks. We can adjust that. Over to our right here, we can go through and select different muscle groups or exercises. Let's say for example we want to look at back exercises. This will bring up a list of all the back video based exercises. Now we can click on any of these images to play the animation and to actually see what that animation looks like. Once we've selected or chosen our exercises, we can then go through and drag and drop them over to the left. Now if you've got your own list of exercises, you can also go through, if you're a coach and wanting to add in coaching specific tools, you can upload your own video. Click on my custom exercises, select from your list of YouTube video clips, or alternatively you can add your own YouTube clips. And here it is here, add in your name and the YouTube URL, save that and it will be added into your favorites. Again, it plays just like your YouTube video clip. So let's just save that into there. Now we can see that that session has been added to the calendar. Now let's go to have a look what an athlete will log in and see when they come to their program. So what we can do, we can flick over to personal, top right. Personal is where you have your own personal athlete account. This is what it looks like when an athlete logs in. So we've just designed a program. We're logged in as John Smith, so we're looking at John Smith's template here. The sessions that we just added in here, we can click on the session and actually see, here it is, the speed session of what they need to do. Scroll down and we can see the animations. Click on the play to view the animation as well. So that's how programs are written. If we wanted to know what our athletes were doing, the athletes would give us feedback. And let's say for example Wednesday the 29th, the athlete can click on the activity that they completed, select the drop down box as to what they did. Let's say it was netball. It was a 2-hour session. Intensity, how hard was that session? They can choose from the intensity and also the distance if that's appropriate. They can save that and then it will ask, how are you feeling today? Feeling good to feeling bad. Write additional comments. My legs are heavy today. And save that in there. Now you can see that has a green tick in it and that has been added. Now the coach can see all of that information. We can flick back to the supervisor and then also we can see from there, we can see that the session for the 28th, if we click on John Smith and scroll down to the session, netball has been added. If I hold my cursor over the session, I can see the feedback that this particular athlete has given me. 120 minutes, legs feel heavy, and it's orange being their wellness measure. Now let's say for example you're a coach and you have a dozen athletes that are on the same coaching plan, as opposed to go through each individual athlete and write out a program 12 times. You can click on templates, design a training template once, and then once that has been designed, just like you were before, go through, select your training template and save those sessions. Once they have been assigned, let's save that here as test, and that has been saved. We can assign that to our members, select our list of members, let's say all of our members, make sure we've got the right template and the right date, assign. Now that has been added to all of our athletes, have that template, so we can go through and do that. Now there's a whole lot more information in here, but basically this is a brief overview to show you how you can quickly get started with Total Coaching.